Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing makeup on another model today. Yay! I'm loving these videos. I love doing makeup on other people, so it's really fun to get to share that with you guys. And this is the type of video where, you know, if you are trying to get into makeup artistry, this will teach you some little tricks on how to do makeup on other people. But if you're doing makeup on yourself just for fun, then you can just follow along with the tutorial and learn how to create this look on yourself. So today we're going to be doing a kind of smoky cat eye. I really wanted to do something different. I feel like a lot of the looks I've been posting lately all kind of look the same in a way. So I apologize for that. It's just that's what I like to do. And that's what my clients like as well. But today I wanted to do something completely matte. So I'm not doing any shimmer because almost all of my other looks have shimmer in them. And then it's going to be kind of like a light lid with a smoky cat eye wing. And this is actually inspired by another one of Makeup by Lilith's looks. She posted a little video recently, and I will find it for you. So while that video is a brow tutorial, I really liked the eye look from it. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel so you can see more tutorials. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy the video. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly. And this is going to be our primer for the eyelids. I'm just buffing that in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. It is synthetic, so it can blend out the cream shadow really nicely. And then the first palette we're going to be using today is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. This is a very small palette, but it has a lot of essential matte shades. So I'm just taking that light cream shadow there and I'm blending that right on top of the primer. This is going to help to decrease any streaking. Really, you just don't want that brush to get caught on the primer, so that's why we set it. And then I'm taking that light brown shade and blending that into the crease. This is going to be our transition shade. So the next palette we're going to work with is the Lorac Pro Mega 2 palette. First I'm going to take the color Tangerine on a small eyeshadow brush and blend that into the outer corner. This is going to warm up the look. I definitely wanted it to be a warm, smoky cat eye, so I'm just blending that in and then using the eyeshadow brush that we used earlier to blend that out so there's no harsh lines. And then on a small pencil brush, I'm taking the shade Saddle from the Lorac palette and applying that to the outer corner as well. And I definitely focused that on the lash line. This is going to start to create that smoky cat eye effect. And I'm always going back with that same eyeshadow brush from the very beginning to blend out all of the harsh lines. Then I'm going to take the shade Black from the Urban Decay palette on a very small eyeshadow brush and really focus this on that lash line. And this is really going to create that smoky winged effect. And I'm just wiping away any fallout with a makeup wipe. And then we're going to go in with that light cream shade again, and I also took a light shade from the Lorac palette just to brighten up the shadow. And I'm patting this right onto the lid with an eyeshadow brush. And then blending out the edges. Now we're going to take my favorite eyeliner, and it's Tarte Tartist Clay Paint Liner, I believe it's called. And I'm just taking that on an eyeliner brush and lining the upper lash line. Now the wing is the main focus of this look, so I definitely took my time perfecting it. First I lined the lash line, made a nice somewhat medium to thick line, and then what I have the client do is look straight ahead and I extend the line from the outer corner of the eye straight up so that it almost looks like just an extension of the lower lash line. And then I connect the two lines and fill them in and then just smooth out any lines so it looks perfect. And right here I'm just taking a little bit of black shadow on a small eyeshadow brush, blending out the line and blending it up into that outer corner to get that smoky effect. And I didn't want to lose the intensity of the line, so I went back in with a little bit of the gel eyeliner and filled in that wing. prep the skin, I'm going to go in with the Embryolisse Light Cream Concentrate and just apply that to her skin with a flat foundation brush. And then to illuminate the skin a little bit, I'm going in with this Revlon Photo Ready Lights primer, I guess, or illuminator, and I'm just applying that to the skin as well with the flat foundation brush. This is just going to give the skin more of a dewy finish, make it look really nice and bright and bouncy. Now for foundation, I'm going in with the RCMA foundation palette, and this is the Kevin James Bennett collaboration with RCMA. So you do have to customize a color, so I'm doing that and then just applying it to her skin with my fingers. I know it seems a little strange that I'm applying makeup to her face with my fingers, but that's really what's going to warm up the product so that it is easy to blend with the buffing brush. To color correct any darkness under the eyes, I'm going to go in with the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector in orange, and I'm going to pat this under the eyes with my finger as well, again to warm up that product. And then with the RCMA palette, I'm going to be using 2 shades to start to highlight her cheeks. I kind of wanted it to be almost a gradient, so I went in with a shade very similar to her skin tone and then a lighter shade towards the cheekbones. I also brought that lighter shade onto the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, onto the cupid's bow, the chin, and on the sides of the lips. To contour, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit in Fair, and I took the 2 darker shades in the palette and blended those together, and I'm applying that to the hollows of her cheeks, on her forehead, down the sides of her nose, and on her jawline. And I'm just using the same buffing brush that I used earlier to buff out the foundation to blend out the contour and highlight. I find that this works best for me because I know that the brush still has a little bit of foundation left over, so it really blends out the other colors nicely so that they blend into the foundation. That is very important because then you don't really want any harsh lines. So the blending is very important. Now to set all of these cream products, I'm going to be going in with my RCMA No Color Powder. I just took a beauty sponge, sprayed it with a little bit of Fix Plus, and dipped it right into the powder. And I'm just baking all of those areas that we just highlighted. This will help to set all of those creams so there's no creasing later on. And while the powder sets, I like to do the brows. I find that this is just a good time to do that. So I start the brows by brushing them through with a mascara wand, and then I'm using NYX Brow Gel, and I did mix 2 colors, not sure exactly which ones they are, sorry about that, but I just took those on an angled brush and filled in her natural brow. I didn't do anything crazy, I just went with her natural shape because she does have nice full brows. Now on a powder brush, I took a little bit more of that RCMA powder to set the rest of the face and also to dust away all of the excess powder from the baking. Now to bronze up her skin, I'm using this bronzer from Kiko. Might have been limited edition, so I apologize for that, but any bronzer will work for this part. And I'm just going to be bronzing in the hollows of her cheeks, around her forehead, her jawline, pretty much the same areas that we contoured earlier with the cream contour kit. For blush, I'm using Inglots blush. I believe this is number 25, and blending this onto the cheeks with a little blush brush. Now for highlight, I'm very excited about this part. I'm using my Carly Bible palette. It's the collaboration with BH Cosmetics on a fan brush, and I took those 2 middle shades. I'm not sure if they have color names, but they are gorgeous, and I'm just blending this onto the highs of the cheeks, above the eyebrows, down the bridge of the nose, the cupid's bow, the chin. And this has probably become one of my favorite steps, but I just like to spray the face with some Fix Plus after I've done all of my powders, and then I guess blot with a beauty sponge. This helps to set all the powders so that there's no overly powdery areas, because that's just not natural. So doing this makes the skin look a little bit more skin-like. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going in with the same colors I used earlier. I'm taking Saddle on a small eyeshadow brush and blending that onto the lower lash line. And then I'm just blending the lower lash line out with the light brown shade from the Naked Basics palette. And once again, I'm going back into that wing. I really wanted it to be perfect. Kind of last minute, I decided I wanted to line the waterline. I'm using the ColourPop's Cream Gel Color in the shade Call Me. I thought a black liner might be a little too harsh, so the shade Call Me is nice and warm. Thought it would really finish off the look nicely. So once you are happy with the eye look, you can go in with mascara on the top and bottom lashes. And of course, no makeup look would be complete without a pair of lashes. But here's a little trick. If you find that lashes are pretty uncomfortable for you, try to take one lash and cut it in half and just apply it right to the ends. This will be way more comfortable and it's still gorgeous. It just adds a little flare to the end of the lashes. Super feminine. I love it. Now for the lips, I'm going in with a lip liner from the brand Kiko. This is the Precision Lip Liner in 313. It's a nude kind of brown shade. I did line the lips and then I also filled them in with the liner. Going in with the Luscious Cream lipstick from Kiko in the shade 503. This lipstick and liner combination is one of my absolute favorites. It is stunning. And I decided to go in with that fan brush, which had a little bit of leftover highlighter, and put it right on the lipstick to give it a little bit of shimmer. So here's the final look. I am pretty obsessed with it. I think it's the perfect classic look that'll work on everybody. So definitely try it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later.